Hello everyone. Today we will look at how to save the different data that you have. For example, different objects that you create like list or dictionaries on your hard disk. So one of the things, for example, let's say I have a suppose you write a code and finally you have something like you create a dictionary, maybe mango is 10, and suppose this came, so you created after some iteration or something, and it generates some sort of a dictionary, and you would like to keep it on the file on your hard disk, like save it as like a file somewhere, so that you can, maybe you don't want to run the whole code over and over again and then generate the dictionary again and again, and so you want to start from that dictionary and do the rest of the calculations. For example, maybe it's taking some time for the computation. So now one way we can do is, I can, for example, say like I can say say file equal to open my dictionary data, right? I can call it maybe as text file, and that's my file, and then I will say, I can say file, right, for key in my dictionary. I can say so it will be mango first, the key will be mango first, then banana. So I can just say file dot say write, right? I can say key, that's my mango first, and then a little bit formatting, maybe put a tab, for example. So tab plus, I can convert, and then I can make a string, right? The data, which is basically my dict, right? My dict of key, and then I can file dot close, right? So this one, for example, we need to remember it has to be not default is reading, so we need to write. So basically we have, now let us look at the simply we just wrote, let's say my, so we have like that. So we can here at the end, maybe like plus a new line character, like so now I saved it, and now I can, if you have, even if there's 100 elements on in the dictionary, I can do that, and I can read back the and format it. So this way so in this way I have my dictionary, and I can do this one. But there's another way of doing this. For example, we can use pickle, for example, import pickle, and then what I can do is I can open a pickle file, and I can write, for example, what I can do is pickle dot dump, for example, my dict, right? And then I can say open a file wherever I want to save. For example, let us save it in my dict.pkl, the extension I am making it up, and we have to write it, of course, and it is in a binary format, and then I'll close it. So now I just dumped this dictionary in this file, okay? And I opened it in binary mode and then dumped it. So now if I want to read it back, I can just say maybe d equal to pickle dot load. I have to just say open that file, my dict dot pkl, and then read binary. okay, right binary one name. And now I can look at what it is there. See, I got it back. So this is one way, so I can just pickle it. So there are two methods that you can use: dump and load it. When you dump it, you open a file on your hard disk as in a binary format, and then when you read it back, you read it in a binary format. So you have to open in a binary format, so that otherwise you get an error. So this is one way. Another way we can also do is, for example, I can use shelves. Okay, the difference between the two things is that, first of all, let us open a shelf. I want to call it database, maybe my shelf. Okay, so I open a shelf here. Now the difference between the pickling here is that here I am going to save in my shelf as key, so you can think of actually exactly as a shelf. Okay, so I'm going to db of what I'm going to call it is dick, right, and equal to, I'm going to create a key and I'm going to save my dictionary. Okay, so now I can, for example, db dot close, and I can say, for example, if I want to open it back and see, I can do this again. And just for just to demonstration purpose, maybe we can change the variable here to dbn or something. I'm going to open my shelf back, and I am going to look what is inside. I can say what is dic. Okay, see, I got that back. Now, so since these keys, I can also save something else here. Okay, I don't have to only save one data. For example, now in this case, the dbn is, I haven't closed dbn, it's still open, right? So let us, for example, we have previously written like a prime number generator. Okay, we remember, so say gen this one. So it appends the prime numbers in a list and gives it back. So let us generate maybe say primes equal to gen primes equal to gen primes, right? Maybe let's make 1000. And now, so maybe primes, I can look at last few of them, right? I can index it, so it is there. So now let us save that on the opened shelf. So I can say dbn, maybe like primes, right, equal to primes. You can choose whatever keyword as you want, like a dictionary. So now I'm going to close dbn, close. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back and open. I'm going to just again just change the variable name, so that just to, otherwise, rather than just for the demonstration purpose. So now if I look, for example, we can look, I can say the c list dbm dot keys, right? So I have there is dict, my dict, and primes. Okay, so we can say dbm dot primes, for example. Let us look at that, and again I'm going to index it -5 to column. See, it is there. And I can also look at maybe my dict. See, so we have saved our data on the I've created a my shelf, and if you look at if you list the file content, you will see that there is a file called myshelf.db in your folder. So this is very, I really love pickling and shelving. I use it a lot, and I find it very, really, I find it it is very useful. So this is so basically our list and everything, we can objects, we can save it persistently on our hard disk. Thank you very much for watching.